sure all of you are waiting to hear his amazing updates and sharing. So, with a lot of passion and excitement, please help me welcome on the stage Aurum CEO Bryan Benson.
Hello, can you hear me okay? It's amazing to see so many people here after the last event in Antalya. We had, I believe, 120 people, and so this is more than triple that. So congratulations to everyone here. Big round of applause for you guys. I'm going to get this ancient picture of myself off the screen here. That was me. It isn't anymore. But yeah, what I want to go through today, guys, is a little bit about the monthly CEO call, so we'll do it live here on the stage. Talk about some of the successes that we've had, but more importantly, look at the future and look at what we're building, what is about to come out. We'll do a little bit of a special live demo here in a little bit on one of the products that we've been building, and it's very exciting. So excited to get going. But the key to what we're doing here, as everyone has said so far, and again, thank you for the kind words for us. There's a lot of very kind words. But what we're building here is something that I signed up to be a director for in February of this year. And in less than 2 months, I met some of the most wonderful people that I've met in business. Some of them are sitting here at the front tables and around the room here today. And it really gave me the passion and the commitment and the vision to come on and to help be the leader of this company. So 2 years ago, Aurum was literally an idea that formed to be the intersection between finance and AI. That was literally the idea. Is how do we take advantage of AI, which a lot of hedge funds and large companies already are doing and have been doing for many years now. But how do we take that and bring that ecosystem to the community, to people that can use it? And so 2 years ago, we started this journey. We started building what was the bots, so the AI bots, and you'll see some of the figures and some of the numbers here today. But it's been a really exciting journey for us. So let's get going on this. We'll take a couple seconds to look at the history of where Aurum's come. We'll look at what's happened this month, last month, and what's going forward, what we're doing. So 2003 to 2005 is the beginning of AI intelligence for Aurum. So this is where we started to launch the AX AI bots. We started to practice with these. This was far before the network marketing piece of it was in place. And the trading solutions were successful, so we decided to expand the business. This was before I was at the business. As I mentioned, I came earlier this year. So 2002 was the beginning, and it was a good beginning. The bots worked, they were making money, so we decided to look at this expansion. So the first thing that we did, and Mr. Ahmed Zen here, who again is one of the reasons that I'm at this company, I had a meeting with him. He insisted on another meeting, and here we are today doing wonderful work together. So round of applause for Ahmed. Super thankful for him. The things that 2024 will really stand out in our mind is the community launch, the public beta release, and then we started to build the network marketing system, which I believe is what's going to set us apart. Fintechs have a very peculiar thing in that they can build the technology, any technology out there, a wallet, an app, an exchange, any part of it, but the hard part is getting people to use it. And that's something that I think we all in this room are getting really good at, is showing people why it makes sense to use Aurum. And having that why be the powerful part of what we're doing here today. It's not about the tech, it's about the people building the community, and that tech is going to help us get to where we want to get as a group, as a community. And as the leaders in this room, I think there's less than 500 people so far that are in this room that are the leaders of the next generation of finance, the way that I see it. And we have a very clear goal to become a fintech unicorn. And the way that's easily broken down, and I've said this before, I'll say it again, is through making millionaires out of the people in this room and the people that you bring. So 1,000 millionaires makes $1 billion company. So I know there's already some of them out here, either there or getting very close to it. So let's continue to try and get to that number. I think our valuation is already, 50, 100 million, depending on how you look at it. So I'd say we're 5 to 10% of the way to where we need to go, but we haven't even launched yet, and you'll see what the launch plans are here. So I think a round of applause for everyone for the ecosystem. 2024 also saw us enter the banking sector, so that was an exciting thing. We got the Telegram app launched. You're able to send funds in, send funds out, start to do interesting things with the card, with the banking app. 2025 is when I came into the mix. And this is when we really started to expand the business and think about scaling how we're going to get from the first 100, the first 1,000, the first 10,000, and then beyond. So hitting some key milestones. And so in January, you can see that we were releasing products this whole time as well during the scaling, during the expansion. The Zeus AI bot was launched in February. The growth and leadership brought me on as an advisor for the exchange. So I agreed to come over as an advisor for the exchange. And then in March, we were at our first event in Dubai. Some of you guys were there. I know some of the people in this room were sitting in that room as well. I wasn't the CEO at that time. I was right around the time when I was going to be announced as the CEO. And so yeah, it's been a wonderful ride. You can read the bullet points there. I don't need to go through each and every one of them and mention them to you, but I think the important thing for me to mention here is that in April, I was given the great honor, to become the CEO of the project. And so this is something that while I was excited about, I took very seriously, and I wanted to make sure that this was going to be a place where I could do the best work of my life with some of the best people that I've met for a long, long time, right? And I didn't want to come over for a few months and help Ahmed and then leave to another project. I wanted to make sure that we had a good base here. And so that's why I decided to become the CEO. And that same month, we launched the AX Probot, which has been a really strong product for us as well. And then we've done a lot of work in the PR side as well. So we've been working a lot with getting on podcasts and getting on Forbes and Benson and some of the other news outlets. And you're going to see a whole lot more of that in the coming months and in 2026. We're going to make a concerted push to where anyone that looks up Aurum, anyone that wants to find out more about Aurum, will find a very strong base in media from which to start to learn about the company, and I think it's going to be a huge thing for us. So let's talk. That's the marketing guy right there. So I get to be up here and announce it, and he does all the hard work. So it's a wonderful mix we have here, So, but no, in all seriousness, 2025 continues to be one of the best years that we've had. Obviously, it's the first year, but we're not launched yet, and so the beta is still in effect. The products aren't all launched yet, but by early next year at our event in January of 2026 will be our official launch. So it's going to be a big event, probably double, triple, even more than what we have here in the room today. The global expansion has also been really cool for us. In August, we decided that we'd be part of the Token 2049 event, which is the largest crypto event in the world. It takes place in Singapore. And so about 2 weeks ago, we had a large booth. Ahmed was there. I think we got almost 50 of I see Alex here raising his hand. We had Syed there. We had a lot of people come and not only support us at the booth, but take a look at what the ecosystem is doing. Take a look at how Aurum is positioned. And we are by far the best fintech product for the network marketing community, and I think we're the best fintech product, full stop. But what we're really looking for is how do we use that to build the community, and that's what you guys are doing amazing. So just to real briefly touch on the Token 2049 speech, it was a great moment for Aurum because I was able to get on the stage and talk a little bit about Aurum, but what I wanted to do was not shill Aurum and say, hey, come and give us your money and let's do this, but I wanted to ask some thought-provoking questions. So the name of the speech, and we had it up in big letters there, you can see that's one of the slides, was Can AI Make People Richer? And so we dove into the idea of how technology can affect people's lives in a positive way, in a financial way, and in a lot of other ways. And it's interesting because before I gave the speech, and actually since then, I've been going around interviewing people saying, do you think AI can make you richer? And if I come up to you today and ask you the question on camera, please have an answer ready for me. But what I found out is that everyone is using AI, or a lot of people are, and very few people are using AI to improve their financial lives. And that's something that to me is a giant, giant gap that's closing so rapidly, and the people in this room are at the forefront, and we're the leaders in that space. So I'm really excited that everyone is on board here. And what the conclusion was is that AI can make us richer, but it depends. It depends on who we are, what we do, if we get into Aurum or not. You know, there's all sorts of things. And so I think that the technology itself is really amazing, and this was sort of my thesis for the whole speech. But it still comes down to people, right? And it still comes down to relationships, and that's why the network marketing piece of this is so fascinating to me, and I'm just thrilled to learn every step of the way from some of the best network marketers in the space. So, you know, from my standpoint, hats off to those of you in this room, because not only are you doing a phenomenal job, but you're teaching me a great deal about how this business works. So thank you, round of applause to everybody. It's been a good summer, a good fall, and we have a lot planned for the rest of the year and going forward. So this is something that I just want to touch on real briefly. These are real rough numbers, but as you can see here, these are some of the achievements that we're very proud of. Over $50 million traded, so that's an exciting thing. Over $10 million in AI strategies from the arbitrage standpoint. We're up to over 15,000 users now. So in the room here, we have approximately less than 500, so 350, something like this. But you guys have brought in a lot of people, and that number's up to 15,000. Should be 20,000 fairly soon. And our next milestone is sort of 50,000. Can we get there in the last quarter of this year, the first quarter of next year? So we're pushing really hard for that. The cards have been an amazing product for us, but we just don't have enough of them yet. And it's been a tricky thing for us to get them into the hands of all the people that want them. So 1,000 of the cards are out there. You know, I wish everyone good luck to get their card, because it's really an amazing product. And if you don't get it now, or today, or tomorrow, the next day, it's coming soon. So those of you that don't get one either today or tomorrow or whenever they're available, just keep trying. I think it's going to be well worth it for you. So yeah, that's about all I wanted to cover on there. We have some amazing products, some amazing traction, and like I mentioned, it's only just started, and we're really excited about what's to come. So before I dive into the live demo that I'm going to give you guys here in a second, I want to go over just some of the performance of the bots. This is something that I generally go over in the monthly CEO call, but this will be recorded, so those that aren't in the room can take a look at this and see what the performance has been. But Aurum's AI-driven trading ecosystem represents the technology that's at the core of our ecosystem, and that's really what's important here for us. Each bot has a different strategy, uses a different piece of the technology, but they're working. So this is what we want to continue to keep on. First and foremost, the EX AI bot. The pool is now at 44 million, or very close to 44 million, and since inception, it's done over 5x, so 538%. Now that's multi-year. I believe and kudos to the traders, the people that have built the model. Just this year alone, I think we're at 150%. So it's been a really great product. It's very stable. It's working well for everyone. So we're really excited. I think everyone knows the advantage of this is that it's the highest return product that we have. It does require a lock on the funds for 1 year, but it's a fully automated, no daily interactions needed from anyone. You put the money in there, and it gets deposited every day into your account. The EXA ProBot, which was launched earlier this year, is another one that's doing well. Now, the yields on this have not been quite as strong as the other one, but there's a reason for that, and the reason is that this is a fully liquid product where you can take it out at any moment of the day, and so we've planned for that in the strategy to be able to provide this kind of return. But this is actually quite a good return based on some of the competitors and other stuff out there. The Zeus AI bot has been a really good one. This is for those of you that don't want to give up your cryptos. You don't want to trade them into USDT and deposit them into one of the other products. You can bring them over to this, and you can see here, I was talking with a gentleman last night who was telling us he put in 0.7 Bitcoin, and he's almost up to 1 Bitcoin. So this has been an exciting thing for those of you that are using it. I think if you do have cryptos out there just sitting around, it makes sense to put some of it or a portion of it into these bots that are really working well on a per crypto basis. So the BNB one is quite nice. The Pepe one is doing really well. I don't know what got into Pepe there, but it's taken off really nicely, as well as Doge as well. And sometimes we see this, that the ones with the most volatility are actually the ones that perform quite nicely with the bots because there is a lot more opportunity there. So now we've reached this part of the presentation. It's been a long time coming. This is when I came to Aurum 4. They said, "Oh, you worked at finance, you must know what you're doing, so come on over." And well, that's partly true, it's partly not true also, And so it's been a wonderful time for us to learn how to build an exchange for a network marketing company. That's something that hasn't really been done before. And at Binance and a lot of the other exchanges, we have a very strong affiliate model. So it's a program where if a KOL or a thought leader or someone that has 1 million followers on Instagram posts something, then they can get $5 or $7 or $3, depending on the market, for that person making their first trade or depositing their first $100. And these are quite complex affiliate programs that don't have levels to them where you can bring the teams in, you can incentivize people as part of the network, as part of a downline system. And so that's what we decided to build here. The exchange side of it is actually quite standard. It's not that hard to build. But how do we integrate that into the back office? How do we integrate that into the yield products? How do these all mesh together to become one thing? That's what we want to show you today. And so without further ado, I'm going to jump down here to the laptop and show you guys a brief demo. And then I have a few more words for you. Okay, so I'm very excited to be the first one to show you the live demo of the Aurum Exchange. So this is the landing page. Let's give a round of applause to all the developers, all the people that have worked really hard on this product. It's really exciting. So you guys can see the screen. You can see me moving the mouse around here. The first thing that I'm going to do is go to the dashboard, so you'll be able to take a look at the email address that I've used to log in here, the username, which can be changed. You can put a photo, not photo, and then there's different levels of verification here. So at the beginning, you can open this up, you can make deposits, you can do different things, and then as it grows, there's an opportunity, as you can see over here, for different levels of security in line with the best exchanges in the world. So we have two-factor authentication, we have one-time passwords, we have withdrawal passwords, we have anti-phishing codes. So the highest level of security that you can expect in an exchange, we built into Aurum. And again, I don't want to go through every single part of this because this is not an exchange call or an exchange presentation here. This is a presentation to really celebrate the leadership, to celebrate the community and what we've done. But I'm just so excited to be able to share this with you guys that I want you to see. So you can take a look here that you can see that I put in $49 this morning into the spot wallet. And if you come up here, you can take a look at the overview of the wallets. Or you can dive directly into one of the wallets here, so the fiat and spot wallet here, or the futures wallet. So as you can see, it's fairly bare because we've literally just launched this. This account does not have much trading going on in it, but I wanted to show you guys that the product is live. It'll be available for beta testing within probably 7 to 10 days from today. So we're really excited to be able to share this with everyone out there. So you have your standard features here, such as deposit on the left. So if you click this and you want to deposit, Bitcoin or ETH or whatever it is, you can see that the QR code will appear here. You can easily copy the address and send it to someone in Telegram or WhatsApp or any other method that you choose. Same with withdrawal. It's a very simple, straightforward process here. And then the parts that are really exciting are the exchange part. So when we come to this screen again, you can see that we have kind of two exchanges really in one. The first is the spot exchange, which we can see here, and then the next is the derivative exchange. So first I'm going to dive into the spot exchange, and again, this is the first live view that we've actually seen. I recommend it against the live demo because live demos always go south, but here we are behind the controls doing it. So you can see this is the ETH USDT pair, and it has a very standard interface from a limit order to a market order, and all sorts of parameters that you can have in here. Once the order is placed, you'll see the order appear here, and this is the order book visualization that we have accompanied with the chart here. So this is where you'll come to do the spot stuff. So if you get ETH and you want to turn it into USDT to put it in the EXAI bot, a couple clicks here, and you'll be able to put that directly into your bots or any other sections. Just want to show you real briefly the derivatives. We only have ETH live in here, but there should be 5 or 6 different pairs, and up to 150x. So you can see here that right now we have it pegged at 10x, but there is going to be an opportunity for you to leverage up to 150x on certain tokens. Now, I do recommend everyone be extremely careful with that tool, because while you can make a lot of money, you can also lose a lot of money really fast in futures trading gone wrong. So this is the platform, folks. This is what we've been working so hard to bring to you guys. Here you'll be able to see news, different top winners, top losers, be able to understand your different list of assets, and then it will also have a mobile native app where you'll be able to do this very easily. So I don't want to spend the rest of my time going through the trading and all this stuff, but as you can see here, this has taken a lot of work to get to this point. Over the next few days here, we're going to push it live. Some of you will be testing it with us and helping us with the beta testing, so that we can work the bugs out, so we can make sure that all the wallets are working the way they're supposed to, that all the trades are executing the way they're supposed to, and so anyway, we're very excited. Now, there's a couple other things that you can see over here. We're introducing staking programs. So this is programs where you can have full liquidity or partial liquidity on a staking product. So let's say you put $1,000 in, it continues to earn money until you take it out, and there's no lock on those products, on some of those products. And then there's also an affiliate link here where you'll be able to go and take a look at all of those that have entered your ecosystem, have become part of your sort of downline and have made trades, what those trades have done, what the commissions due to you are. And so, yeah, I guess, from a standpoint of it going live, we are live. We've sent the money in and out today. So I'm really excited to share this with everyone. And please stay tuned. And give a round of applause to all the devs and to all the tech team and to the CTO for everyone who's done the hard work to get this started. Thank you. So let me just wrap up about the exchange with a couple of slides here. And again, I don't need to go through all the slides and read all the words. You guys saw what it looks like, but the idea is to have a global exchange integrated into the ecosystem that everyone can use to buy or sell cryptos, or to trade, or to send. And it's something that we've been working, like I said, very hard on. We want everyone to be able to have in the palm of their hand, inside the Aurum ecosystem, all of the tools necessary to be able to do the things that they want to do with the digital asset space. So the Aurum exchange is at the core of what we're building, but the core of the ecosystem, which is already live, you can see here are the cards, the neobank, which is live in Telegram, and I'll be showing not on the stage here, but for those of you that are interested in seeing, we have live testnet. It's called Test Flight inside of the Android app development suite. So we can show that to people if they're interested in seeing that over the next 24, 48 hours. And then the AI bots, obviously. So this is at the core of what the ecosystem is, and the key functions of the Aurum exchange, as I mentioned here, is going to be spot trading. So you'll have different pairs that you're able to spot trade in and out of. The derivatives, so the futures and the contracts, and the derivative trading that I've showed you, and then the real-time trading environment where you're able to do copy trading. You're able to have a lot of the features that a lot of the big exchanges have. Aurum also has them as well. So now, this is something that I mentioned briefly here, and it's a product that we don't have live yet, but that we're working very hard on. And it's something that a lot of you out there have asked us to develop this product. And so if you go on, I don't know how many of you have followed closely over the last several years the crypto industry, but one trend that I've noticed and has really sort of taken off in the last 6 months is this concept of yield. Before, 2, 3, 4 years ago, USDT Circle, they paid zero yield. They're billion-dollar companies, closing in on trillion-dollar companies now because they kept all of that yield. So every time you deposit $1 into USDT, that dollar was put into a treasury bill that's yielding 4%. And once you get into the billions, hundreds of billions, that 4% adds up to quite a lot of money. And so what the trend has been over the last 6 years, really the last year or so, is for projects to start to pass that yield onto the customers, onto the users on their platform. And so we see a lot of different stablecoin issuers coming out with this yield concept now. So you can see this with Ondo Finance. You can see this with the PayPal dollar. You can see this with the Ripple dollar. You can see this with quite a lot of the stablecoin products that are out there are creating yield for the customers without them having to lock it, without them having to do complicated DeFi things like stake them into liquidity pools and manage the non-permanent loss. There's a lot of complexities to it, and what we've done at Aurum is we've taken those complexities out of staking and we've given it these types of returns on a fully liquid basis, so that you can get a daily payout on these, but you can remove the funds at any time that you want. And so this is akin to our EXAI Pro a little bit. There's quite a few differences though. There's a lot of other tokens that you can use, and we don't have the requirement of you having the same deposit EXAI as you do at EXAI Pro. So this is a product much like a money market fund at a brokerage account, where you keep it in there, you earn a couple percent, or a CD, but the CDs at a bank, and we know they pay very low, and they lock your funds in for 6 years, 6 months, 9 months, a year, whatever the case may be. And so this is sort of, I like to think of it as a liquid CD product on steroids. It literally pays 5, 6, 7% what these are paying. It's fully liquid at any time, instantly withdrawn, and instantly put back as well. So if you want to take it out for a day, put it back, it starts accruing interest as well. So this is an amazing product. Finance right now is paying more than this. A lot of the other exchanges have a product similar to this. But what's really amazing about what we are creating here at Aurum is that we're creating a composable yield product for you guys. So what does that mean? That means that you can have different yields on different parts of your portfolio. So if you have $1,000, you can put 500 in here and have it fully liquid. You could lock 250 of it up in the EXAI bot, which is paying 15% historically, between 14 and 16%, let's say. And then you could put some of it in one of the other products. And so this is a way for you to pick and choose which of the yield products are right for you, right for your people, right for your network. And it creates a huge opportunity for a lot of us, where we can park our cryptos, our stables, our value here, be sure that it's going to be making us a nice return. It's not as big of a return as the X, but it has that flexibility to it. So I think this is a really exciting product. It's not staking in the true sense of the staking where we're taking Ethereum tokens and we're staking them to validate on the proof of stake network. But what this is a yield-bearing product that is staked but in a liquid form, so you can unstake it immediately. So I think a round of applause to everyone that's been involved in this. This is going to be an exciting product for a lot of us because it's totally different type of product. So the other thing that I wanted to mention, just as we're wrapping up about the exchange, is the copy trading. So this is something that a lot of people have access for. Paper trading, we could call it, but basically if there's a trader out there that you know does really well or has a 50% monthly return or whatever, you can put a few bucks or all your portfolio, whatever you want, after this person and copy their trades and do it. So it's a pretty standard product, but it's something that is exciting and a lot of people have access for it. So we're happy to introduce that it's being developed. It should be in the exchange app soon. So wrapping up about the exchange, we're really focused on redefining how people interact with their money and specifically their crypto. Banks have been doing this for a long time. They've been messing up with a lot of people, and there's a huge opportunity for all of us in this room and beyond to take advantage of not only the exchange, but the neobank, the cards, and some of the other yield-focused strategies that we have that create a nice ecosystem for us. So this is something that I want to introduce briefly. We're going to talk about it a little bit more in the afternoon. But we're coming out with all sorts of exciting products, and this is one of them. We're going to have a POS system for those merchants that would like to have one. So it's an exciting product. I was testing this at the Token 2049. You can pay with crypto, you can pay with Binance Pay, you can pay with Aurum, you can pay with all sorts of different ways, and it's a way for us to give our leaders and those that would require one a way to charge without taking crypto. So if someone wants to come in to the business and has $1,000 on a credit card, this is a fantastic way for them to enter in. So, pretty excited about this product. There's some other products that are also coming, but the POS is going to be branded as Aurum. It's going to have special QR code functionality so that we'll be able to leverage the ecosystem to start to build it. So we have some pretty high goals and aspirations with these POS machines, but I just wanted to briefly introduce it to you so that you guys can start to think about ways that this could be used in the business. You take one of these to every meeting you go with, and people that don't have crypto that want to get in, get in line, folks. Let's put it in there. So I think it's going to be an exciting one for everyone as well. But the business integration, there's a few reasons why we decided to do this. One is because people are asking us for it, but the second is because it's a real easy way for us to seamlessly integrate another financial product into what we're doing.
Boss, I prepared one for you in a while. So anyone wants to meet you, they need to swipe first and meet you.
$5. So we will be doing a live demonstration. I don't have it on stage now, but in the second half of the day, we will be showing you guys a little bit about how it works. And then this is another exciting one. I won't be bringing it on stage, but we're launching Aurum ATM machines. So this is going to be an exciting time for everyone. Everyone likes cash. Everyone has the Aurum card. So this is the next evolution in how we're going to build out the business. So those business owners that want to be involved in this part of the business, there will be opportunities there as well. And these ATM machines will work for Aurum people, but they'll work for normal people also. So you stick this on a corner near a pub or near something, and you're making money anyway, So yeah, ATM machines are a pretty exciting thing that we're coming. Here you can see cash withdrawal, but it'll also have a direct integration with the neobank app. So when an Aurum user walks up to the ATM, there'll be a different interaction than a simple card or a simple tap. You'll be able to do things inside of the neobank. You'll be able to do things inside of the back office, right at the ATM. So for those of us that are interested in a physical place to do some of this stuff, this is going to give us that opportunity. It's going to be multi-currency support. It's going to have full support for all the cryptos and for everything that we're doing. And the POS is going to integrate directly with this. So if a person has an ATM and 3 or 4 of these POSs out there, these also can integrate from a payment standpoint, from a clearance standpoint, from a settlement standpoint. There's some pretty exciting things happening. So I'm seeing a lot of wheels turning out there. Like, ATM machines, okay, this is good. But yeah, it's exciting to announce, and they look beautiful. So the launch of the Aurum ATM machines marks the moment when digital finance. Okay, I'm going too fast for the translator, so I will slow it down. I get a little excited. Excuse me. It's fun stuff up here. So. I forgot where I was, but you guys can take it there. It's about the ATM machines, and they're going to be fantastic. So, Aurum for Business, what does this mean? Well, we're looking at ways that we can have institutional-grade products as well. So, businesses out there that want to, from small businesses to large businesses, we're looking for ways to give them financial services within the Aurum ecosystem that benefit all of us as well. So, global expansion is one of those, real-world connectivity, and everyday value from the ecosystem standpoint is what we're looking to provide to these businesses. So, just wanted to mention that real quick. There's a few exciting things here. I can't get into everything in depth. I just wanted to have this be a brief intro, and then you guys, obviously, there'll be a lot more to come in the groups and in the communications that follow this. So the next thing that we'll mention here real briefly, as I said, we have a phone floating around here with the Android test flight on it, so it's actually working. It's live. I'll be able to show you guys that if you want. Probably won't be able to show it to everyone personally, but those of you that are really interested in seeing what the neobank app looks like in Android, we'll be able to show you that here this afternoon. So I guess as I'm wrapping up my time here, we probably need to go get some lunch. We probably need to stretch our legs. But what I want to say before wrapping up is banking is about to change. And I think we can all sort of sense that, right? Like we have a phone where 10, 15 years ago we weren't banking on our phone, right? It's progressing in a way that it's hard to tell exactly what the future is going to look like, actually, because there's so many ways that we can use technology in the financial world to improve our lives. And I think the fact that AI is being used so widely as a browser, as a search tool. I have ChatGPT on my phone, and I ask it questions: what's the best restaurant with a view within 20 minutes on a scooter from Patton Beach, right? And it literally gives me, deeper context than what a Google search can give. And just imagine if that power that's already being used by probably everyone in this room really dives into finance. And that's the part that's so exciting to me about what we're building here is the neobank really is breaking the boundaries of what a bank can be. And we're not bound by a geography, we're not bound by a language, we're not bound by a certain set of regulatory concepts, because what we're building here goes beyond regulation, it goes beyond compliance. Compliance is important to us. It's a very, very important part of how we're going to continue to grow this business. Because I was involved in the Binance growth curve, and the CEO of Binance went to jail for 4 months. Now, he was worth $60 billion and got out in 4 months. So I think that's a fair trade. I would take it, but I don't really want to go to jail, And I want to make sure that what we're building here breaks all the boundaries of banking, but within reason of how we can do it and what's logical. We're not into laundering money. We're not into financing terrorism. We're not into the things that laws are set up to protect against. But we're also into freedom. We're also into not having limits on the deposits when it doesn't make any sense. We're not into limiting the type of people. Oh, you have brown hair, you have blonde hair. You don't have hair, you don't get a bank. This is not the right way for banks to operate. And we've seen far too much of this. We were talking with the Swiss guys. They're starting to ask for where the funds came from, but you provide a contract to them, and they say, but the contract could be fake, so we don't know if that money was really yours. Banks have been using compliance and regulation as a tool to control people for far, far too long. And technology, let's hear a round of applause for that. That's the simple thing. But the real question is, what do we do about it? How do we combat it? How do we fight against that? Within the laws, within the regulatory frameworks that are out there in the world. And I think that's one of the things that I'm most proud from Binance is innovation does not happen without moving fast. You can't wait for every regulator, for every compliance officer, for every bank to approve every transaction that you're going to do and still be at the forefront of innovation. It's not possible. It's just not possible. And so what we're building at Aurum goes far beyond an AI bot. It goes far beyond a simple app with a credit card. What we're really searching for is a community of people that are interested in having that freedom that allows them to use their resources in the way that they see fit within the law. And so that's really what I'm the most proud about here at Aurum is the exchange is great, the card product is great, but what we're building here is a freedom tool for people to be able to live the lives that they deserve. And when I ask the question to people, can AI make people richer? The whole point of my answer, it depends, is because it depends on what you do with your time, your energy, and your life. And so even if you have the best tools in the world, or you have the best car in the world, but you don't know how to drive it, it's not really useful to you, right? So what I encourage everyone in the room and everyone that's listening, beyond this room, in whatever language you're hearing in, is take advantage of this moment right here. Because this moment, what we see here, under 500 people, leaders in AI finance, married to network marketing with an exchange and all these amazing products, it's not happening anywhere else in the world, and it's not happening again. The moment is now. The opportunity to be the leaders, the ground floor. Imagine if you were the first 500 employees at Amazon or Google. This is what we're building, or even at Binance. You know, I was in the first 1,000 employees at Binance. And I can tell you this, the ability to build and create something that goes beyond the norms that we have in our society, that's where the powerful action is. And so I'm standing here in front of you guys today, honestly grateful more than anything, because I'm learning so much about how to build a community from you guys. And what I want to bring to this is, how do we build tech products that community can use to continue to grow, continue to serve, and continue to give the best tools, products, and services to the people that we care and love about. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about here. And so, again, you know, I probably have a lot more words, and there's probably more slides here, but I'm going to end on this one for now. I think it's a good stopping point. I think it's a good time for us to break for lunch. And thanks to everyone. Let's give a round of applause for Aurum.
Yes. Woo.